Greetings from Edu Aspirants, our YouTube channel to ace academics, competitive exams, entrance exams, as also for enrichment of knowledge. In the series of our videos on India, in chapter 22, we have the video on labor. The main responsibility entrusted to the Ministry of Labor is to protect and safeguard the interests of workers, to create a healthy work environment for higher production and productivity, and to develop and coordinate vocational skill training and employment services. Labor being the subject in the concurrent list of the Constitution of India, the state governments can also enact legislations. The National Career Service (NCS) project provides a variety of employment-related services like career counseling, vocational guidance, information on skill development courses, apprenticeship, internships, etc. The NCS portal, which is www.ncs.gov.in, has a rich repository of career content of over 3,000 occupations. All employment exchanges are interlinked with the NCS portal to deliver the courses online also. This is the logo of the National Career Service. Right opportunities, right time. The ministry has developed a unified web portal, Shram Suvidha portal, to bring transparency and accountability in enforcement of labor laws and ease complexity of compliance. It caters to 4 major organizations under the ministry, namely Office of Chief Labour Commissioner Central, Directorate General of Mines Safety, Employees Provident Fund Organization, and Employees State Insurance Corporation. Labour Codes. Ministry of Labour and Employment, MOLE, has created 4 labour codes which are Small Factory Bill, Labour Code on Wages, Labour Code on Industrial Relations, and Employees State Insurance Corporation. Bringing transparency and accountability in enforcement of labour laws with the objective of strengthening the safety, health, social security measures for workers and ease of compliance for establishments to create more employment. The Small Factory Bill regulates working and service conditions in small manufacturing units employing less than 40 workers. Labour Code on Wages rationalizes, amalgamates, and simplifies the relevant provisions of the 4 labour laws, which are the Minimum Wages Act 1948, the Payment of Wages Act 1936, the Payment of Bonus Act 1965, and the Equal Remuneration Act 1976. Next is Labour Code on Industrial Relations. It is rationalized and simplified the relevant provisions of the labour laws and employs the State Insurance Corporation to provide medical care and cash benefits in case of sickness, maternity, and employment injuries, and this act was enacted in 1948. The Prime Minister's Shram Awards are given to the workers employed in department or public sector undertakings of the central and state governments, and also the manufacturing units employing 500 or more workers in the private sector, which is in recognition of the performance, devotion to duty, etc. These awards are 1. The Vishwakarma Rashtriya Puraskar VRP, given to individual or group of workers for their exceptional propositions leading to improvement in productivity, safety and health, as well as import substitution resulting in the savings of foreign currency. So we can produce things in our own country. Next is the National Safety Awards. NSA recognized effective safety acts in industrial establishments. And CA's National Safety Award Mines, which recognizes outstanding safety acts in mines. The National Board for Workers' Education. The Datto Pant Thengadi National Board for Workers' Education and Development executes education programs for workers at national, regional, and village levels in both urban and rural areas, with headquarters at, this is an important point to remember, and this name also is at Nagpur, and the board has a network of 50 regional, 8 sub-regional directorates in the country. The 6 zonal directorates at Delhi, Guwahati, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai and Bhopal monitor the activities of the regional directorates of the respective zones. Vivagiri National Labour Institute. This also is important to remember. An autonomous body of the Ministry of Labour and Employment set up in 1974 is a premier, and this is the logo of the institute. This is an institute of labour research and training, and it is headquartered at Noida. Skill development and entrepreneurship efforts across the country have been highly disjointed. Developed countries have a skilled workforce between 60 and 90% of their total workforce, and compared to the developed nations, we are an abysmal 4.69% of workforce with any sort of formal vocational skills. Currently, 40 skill development programs (SDPs) are being implemented by over 18 ministries, departments of the Government of India. Government of India notified the formation of the first Department of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship in 2014 for the first time after 60 years of independence, which was subsequently upgraded to a Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. This thing should have been done right during independence, and we would have had the highest number of skilled people in the world. National Skill Development Mission aims to create amalgamation and expedite cross-sectorial decisions through a decision-making framework. At the outset, 7 submissions have been proposed in the following areas, and many have started implementing also. These are institutional training, infrastructure, convergence, trainers, overseas employment, sustainable livelihoods, and leveraging public infrastructure. National Policy on Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. The Ministry of Skill Development is an integral part of the government policy on Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. We hear our Prime Minister saying these words quite often these days because a lot of work is happening in skill and vocational development. And its commitment to overall human resource development to take advantage of the demographic profile of the country's population. We are a young population and the youngest population in the world. The objective of the National Policy on Skill Development and Entrepreneurship 2015 is to meet the challenge of skilling at scale, that is very high levels, with speed, fast and with quality. The standards need to be maintained. Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana (PMKVY) is the flagship outcome-based skill training scheme of the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, that is MSDE. The objective of this skill certification and reward scheme is to enable and mobilize a large number of youth to take up skill training, to become employable and earn their livelihood. Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Kendras (PMKK), the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship through National Skill Development Corporation (NSDC) implements Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Kendra PMKK scheme for setting up of model skill center in every district of the country, covering all the parliamentary constituencies. Pradhan Mantri Yuva Yojana. The scheme aims at creating an enabling ecosystem for the entrepreneurship promotion among youth through entrepreneurship education and training, advocacy, easy access to entrepreneurship and support network, and promotion of social entrepreneurship. This brings us to the end of our video on India, chapter 22, which is on labor. Please subscribe, like, share, and do press the bell icon for updates on the next chapter. Keep revising, and thank you for viewing. You will have questions in your forthcoming exams from this video too.